It was a Friday night SmackDown that everybody was looking forward to because it was the first time since the press conference where we got Roman Reigns and The Rock in the same building, this time in the same ring together, hopefully giving us an explanation as to what happened at the press conference, what happened with Triple H, and maybe addressing what Triple H said just 1 week ago, where he referenced that everything goes through him, and it doesn't matter what table The Rock is sitting at. Everybody was enamored with The Rock last night, a throwback to the Hollywood Rock days. We got a little bit of Hollywood Rock, we got a little bit of corporate rock, we got some Nation of Domination rock. But at the end of it all, everybody was merely blinded by Rock going heel. What's the reason why Rock went heel? Where's the explanation? We got even more detail on everything developing right now that led to The Rock going into WrestleMania this year as side by side with Roman, the bad guy in Cody's story, and why we were introduced to Hollywood Rock last night on Friday Night SmackDown. Also, I got major updates on Drew McIntyre's contract situation, where everybody is basically asking WWE, hey, this guy's doing the best work of his career. He should be the World Heavyweight Champion. We'll go into that, and I got more on WrestleMania season right here on Off the Script. We'll start with Hollywood Rock because everybody is over the moon that we got heel Rock back in WWE. Now, WWE made several changes to the WrestleMania 40 card. We've seen what I believe is a bumpy road so far on the road to WrestleMania. And the plans right now are Roman to defend that title against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania Night 2 in the main event. Now, at the recent WrestleMania 40 press conference, Cody Rhodes announced he would challenge Roman Reigns for the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship, a change from expectation as it was widely believed WWE would announce Rock versus Roman Reigns at the event. They did not do that. WWE's original plan, and this was before January, was Cody and Roman. Then The Rock takes Vince's board seat on the board of directors over at TKO. Plans changed. Vince goes away. Rock is inserted. And upon taking that seat, The Rock was promised a match with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, amongst other things. They changed the plans when the fans revolted and clearly said, hey, this is not the story we've been given all this time. You've wasted a year of our life telling this Cody story, and now you want to pivot to The Rock because it's the bigger match out of the two? No, it doesn't work that way. I don't care who you are, where you come from, and how big your celebrity is. It doesn't work that way. You just can't come to TV and throw off plans that were already deep in motion. Doesn't work that way. And for all the Rock fans calling me and everybody else in the community a Cody crybaby, it seems to me that a lot of the crybabies are on the Rock side because you can't help yourself but call us Cody crybabies. Here's a little nugget of information for you. You can cry all you want for the rest of the fucking year. The Rock versus Roman Reigns did not, and I will stress that until we get Cody as the champion, did not make any sense this year. You can cry all you want all year. The match should take place next year and more than likely will. I see a lot of people crying on the Rock side more than I see the Cody crybabies. Keep it up. It makes me laugh every time I see it. It's great entertainment. You want to know the reason why we all quote unquote cried? It's because the fucking shit didn't make any sense. That's why we cried. And it's not even really crying because I've been doing this for a lot longer than you guys have been fucking probably watching pro wrestling. Give me a break. If it's bad creative, I will fucking rant, piss, and moan until we get some sort of logic involved. Inserting The Rock because it's the biggest main event you could do doesn't make any sense at all. Now, if you want Rock and Roman at WrestleMania, maybe he should have won the Royal Rumble. They didn't even go and do that. Rock was too busy to go and come out at number 30 and win the Royal Rumble. At that point, we would have said, hey, man, it made sense because The Rock won the Rumble. He's got the opportunity to wrestle Roman, not have Cody win the fucking Rumble and then give his shot to Rock with no explanation. No, but that's what you guys wanted, right? You're upset because the match is not taking place, but you're okay with all that other nonsense going on because it's The Rock, right? He's a bigger celebrity than Cody Rhodes. Give me a fucking break. Ridiculous. So what they had to do, they changed plans 3 times before we got here. Rock got the match with Roman. Nobody knew anything. They went with Cody winning the Royal Rumble. Then they have Cody give up the fucking title shot with no explanation. And then we get Cody and Roman again, pivoted back to that, announced at the press conference with the graphic already made. And then there was some sort of power struggle there with Triple H and Rock to end the press conference. And everybody coming out of the press conference was like, all right, this is good. They're correcting the wrongs here. They're getting us back on track. So then Triple H comes out and says what he says to The Rock. And then we all figured, all right, Rock is going to show up next week. He'll address Triple H. So not only did we get everything leading up to that, we got Cody not explaining why he gave the title shot up to Rock. Then we get Triple H saying what he said last week. And then this week, we got Rock saying nothing in regards to anything Triple H said. And in my honest opinion, whatever Triple H said was pretty fucking damning if you want to take it as far as the storyline is concerned. No, but then you get, give it time. Give it time. Now, we got enough time to WrestleMania. I don't know. How many more times is The Rock going to show up on fucking television? I mean, how many times has he shown up before last night? I mean, I could count on one fucking hand. You think this guy's going to make weekly television? So, by my estimation, we may be looking at another few weeks, before we get any sort of explanation. Or maybe that's what they want to do. Nothing's made sense up until this point, and maybe they're just going to go with, everybody's going to be along for the ride because Dwayne is involved, and it doesn't need to make sense at all. No, but at least you got your Hollywood Rock, though. Great. WWE has teased Rock teaming with Roman. Now, he's in the Bloodline after last night on Friday Night SmackDown. Tag team match. That don't even make sense. Rock and Reigns against Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes is being teased for night 1 of WrestleMania. Speculation has been that WWE could do this tag team match on night 1, with night 2 featuring Rhodes and Reigns, although none of that tag team match idea is confirmed. The Rock was receiving a lot of backlash amongst fans following the news on SmackDown that Rhodes would be getting an opportunity to finish his story with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40 this year. This was when the pivot happened from a booking standpoint. Now, this is coming from The Observer, and Dave Meltzer reported that The Rock was said to have quickly changed his pitch for the match with Reigns because of the backlash and wanted to go heel as he felt the booing can be explained as him playing a heel wrestler. And he's even said he is very happy to do that. Great. Does he really believe that? Or does he really want the match with Roman Reigns? Because I am under the impression that if nobody said a fucking word about Cody Rhodes getting screwed this year, that we'd still be getting Rock and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40 and not potentially at WrestleMania 41. They would have not changed plans if nobody made a big stink about Cody Rhodes. And that's just God to honest fact. They wouldn't have pivoted. They wouldn't have changed plans. And what you would have gotten was a boring WrestleMania main event that would have been all hype and no substance. Meltzer says this. A few people have said that the heel turn was necessary for The Rock due to the backlash, bad publicity he got from the Black Adam debacle, and Young Rock being canceled. So the decision was made that it wasn't good for Rock to be booed heavily as a babyface. There is said to be far more behind the scenes that hasn't come out, given the timing, and can't be talked about right now. But Johnson, over this past weekend, said it was best to be out of the Reigns match, Cody in, which by this point, everyone conceded by then. It was Johnson who then pitched the heel turn, and he did pitch the idea of Rock and Reigns versus Rhodes and Rollins for night 1, tag team match. So that was his idea, if that's how it turns out, end quote. Seems like Rock, with Black Adam, Young Rock, and everything else that's kind of gone down the fucking toilet as a failure recently in The Rock's career, now he wants to come on into WWE and legitimately make no sense of anything. Yet everybody is out there claiming that I'm the fucking conspiracy theorist. I hate The Rock. I don't want to have fun. JD is overanalyzing everything. What the fuck do you think a podcaster is supposed to do, man? A podcaster is supposed to create discussion. Podcaster is supposed to sit here like me, content creator is supposed to sit here like me and make you guys think a little and move you away from the plain and simple feeble-minded narrative that's floating around there on social media. I mean, I got people, after last night's stream, I got people claiming that hand gestures that The Rock was doing last night and The Rock was pointing at Romman Reigns and all this other nonsense. I know, The Rock should be far away from this creative thing, if you ask me. Even she says so. Got people out there dissecting hand gestures and Rock pointing. Meanwhile, all I said was maybe a little nugget of an explanation for what Triple H said last week. Yet I'm the fucking bad guy. I don't understand it. I don't really get this community, to be quite honest. Everybody wants to come up with their fucking theories, yet all I asked for was a fucking explanation. Something. We didn't get it from Cody. We didn't get it from Rock. When are we going to get it? Before you know it, WrestleMania is going to be here. What are we doing? You can't go on like that, man. You can't do it. This tag team match doesn't make sense either for everybody claiming they want to see this fucking tag team match in the main event of night one. Why are you having Seth Rollins wrestle twice? Coming off an injury. He's not even cleared yet. Yeah, let's put him in 2 matches WrestleMania weekend. Guy can't even fucking walk right. You want to put him in 2 matches. Cody and Rollins versus Rock and Roman. Who loses? Is Cody going to lose? He's the only one there that's not the other 3. Rollins can't lose. He's got a championship match, presumably, if they do that match on night 1, presumably against the winner of the Elimination Chamber. He can't take a pinfall. Roman's not taking a pinfall. And The Rock. Well, they're going to beat The Rock in his first match back in 10 fucking years? Cody seems like the odd man out there. And why would you want to have Cody and Roman in the same ring together before their main event on night 2? Give me a fucking break. Everybody's claiming, oh, JD doesn't know anything. I mean, every fucking thing I bring you is logic. It makes sense. I don't say shit for the sake of being cool. Why does it need to happen? The why is the most important thing in any story you're telling. You know how many whys we got answered so far? 0. The only thing that was answered was, well, why is Rock going heel now? Because his ego was so inflated and he didn't want babyface Rock to be booed out of the fucking building, and he didn't want the perception of people don't want me. How could they not want me? I'm the fucking people's champion. But they want Cody Rhodes. I don't know, Rock. You've been away for how fucking long? Cody Rhodes has been here telling this story for the past 2 fucking years. Yet you just want to slide on in there because you're the bigger celebrity. Give me a fucking break. You may have everybody fucking fooled. Your promo last night might have everybody fucking fooled. Your Versace vest may have everybody fucking fooled. Your coolness and fucking bloodline symbols and all this other fucking bullshit that people are dissecting may have everybody fooled. Not me. Not me. You gotta do better. All I asked for was a simple explanation. We know why Rock went heel. Because his ego couldn't handle being booed. That's why. He went heel when he didn't want to go heel. He went heel because it was a necessity to get Cody back into the story to make it make a little bit of sense. But that's not what The Rock originally wanted. He wanted to blow the whole fucking show up. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter now. We got the match we wanted, and we're moving forward with Cody and Roman. It doesn't matter right now, right? Let's go on the ride and enjoy the unpredictability, even though all the potholes are landing my Mustang with fucking tens upon thousands of dollars of damage. Shifting gears to the other championship match. Drew McIntyre. What's going on with him? First of all, he's got to win the chamber. Everybody wants him to win the chamber, but realistically, Drew McIntyre is one of the odds-on favorite. McIntyre could win it. LA Knight could win it. Randy Orton could win it. I don't see anybody else in that match winning it. But those are the three guys right now, with McIntyre being one, I would say Orton being number two, and LA Knight being a dark horse at number three. Now, Logan Paul is in this thing as well. Logan Paul is the United States champion. I would think that his match would be born, his WrestleMania match would be born in that chamber, whether LA Knight pins him or Kevin Owens pins him. I think whatever happens in that chamber is going to give us Logan Paul's opponent for WrestleMania. Now, the rumor was LA Knight. Is that still in the cards? Or are we going to do Kevin Owens versus Logan Paul again in a rematch where Kevin Owens wins the United States Championship from Logan Paul at WrestleMania? I would like to see LA Knight in that spot, but I'm not taking this opportunity away from LA Knight potentially as well to win the chamber and wrestle for the World Heavyweight Championship. But then what do you do with Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania? McIntyre and Sami Zayn could be a match. LA Knight versus Seth Rollins. What do you do with Randy Orton? There's a lot that still needs to be answered here. A lot more questions than answers. But I think Drew McIntyre makes the most sense here. And maybe if they continue to tell that story with Sami Zayn, maybe we get a three-way out of it for the World Heavyweight Championship. But this is coming from Fightful Select. Fightful Select reported that Drew McIntyre's WWE deal was up ahead of WrestleMania 40 and that Drew was operating on the possibility that 2023 could be his last WrestleMania. That will not be the case. WWE sources have confirmed the obvious that he's scheduled for WrestleMania. Fightful Select has confirmed that McIntyre's deal now extends past WrestleMania and that some injury and inactivity time was added to the deal in order to get it there. Sources near McIntyre claim that there have been conversations between WWE and McIntyre, and it appears as if they want to get a deal done. Duh. However, they also claim that one isn't done in place, and nothing has changed on that front. WWE sources indicated that McIntyre was well respected in the company, both by talent and staff for his work, as well as media and community event schedule, end quote. This is going to be a very interesting situation because more times than not, WWE is not going to reward somebody by winning the Elimination Chamber and putting them in a championship match at WrestleMania if they have not signed a new WWE contract. They may go with a Randy Orton or an LA Knight in this instance and change plans completely. But who makes the most sense? It's the guy that has a contract coming up that hasn't signed a new deal yet. Drew McIntyre makes the most sense. It's going to be very interesting to see what McIntyre does from this point out and what WWE does next Saturday. That men's chamber match is fucking stacked. It's unpredictable, and it's going to be something that is going to go down for the ages. To me, I think it's one of the more loaded Elimination Chamber matches that we've ever seen. I'm still going with Drew. I think we worry about the contract situation after his WrestleMania match with Seth Rollins. And finally, guys, we are going to get into Cody and Seth Rollins here because this plays into Drew McIntyre. If you guys watched SmackDown last night, this also plays into potentially Roman and The Rock because they're not really advertised for the show. I know Australia wanted Roman and Rock on the show. They have not been announced yet. But Cody and Seth Rollins do have plans for the chamber. They're not wrestling, but they will be on the Grayson Waller Effect. They will be talking about their road to WrestleMania. So who knows what may be born out of that? We may get Rock. We may get Roman. We may get some sort of explanation on Saturday next week. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not holding my breath because up until this point, we've gotten zero. But Grayson Waller released a video on social media announcing what Reigns and Rollins will be doing at the Elimination Chamber. He says this, and I quote, "Is anyone else as sick and tired of hearing about these stories as I am? Like this one, for example. Imagine getting slapped by your boss in front of thousands of people, millions online, and doing nothing about it. Haha. Couldn't be me. Hold me back. Hold me back. Who am I to judge?" You know, I did mention that on the SmackDown post show last night as well. If Cody wanted so badly to go slap The Rock, he knew where he was last night. Where the fuck was he? He didn't show up. Nobody mentioned that at all either. Who am I to judge, says Grayson Waller. Because right now, it's the biggest thing in entertainment, and it got me thinking that since I'm basically the Prime Minister of Australia, I needed to give something back to the Australian people and bring the biggest story in entertainment to my house. Optus Stadium to Perth, the Elimination Chamber in Australia. So before they have to start worrying about finishing stories or worrying about The Rock or the Tribal Chief, acknowledged, by the way, let's take some stress off of these guys' shoulders and give them a gift. Something that everyone wants, but not everyone gets, the Grayson Waller rub. So Australia, get ready for the biggest Grayson Waller effect in history with my guests, the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins and the winner of the 2024 Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes. See you there, mates. We may get some explanation. If there's one guy on this roster right now that's going to poke the bear and maybe get some sort of answer out of Cody Rhodes, maybe we get Roman, maybe we get Rock. We don't know yet, but poke the bear and get some answers out of Cody Rhodes, it will be Grayson Waller. So the last time we saw Grayson Waller mix it up with guys of this level, it was John Cena at Money in the Bank. Now we got him in the ring with mostly the WrestleMania main event. And Rock and Roman, I'm sure, are going to be there. Do they come out? I don't know. That's anybody's guess, but I think that should be a very entertaining segment, and hopefully it yields some explanation for what has happened thus far. Explanation that we have not been given yet since Cody gave up his WrestleMania spot to The Rock several weeks ago on Friday Night SmackDown. So I'm looking forward to that. But listen, we are going to have a good time on the road to WrestleMania. I'm only here to call out the shit that we're not getting, the shit that we're not hearing, why things don't make sense. You all know why things don't make sense. You all know that it doesn't make sense. Stop being blinded. I loved The Rock's canter and demeanor last night. I thought it was great. This Rock is better than whatever version of The Rock we were going to get if it was going to be heel Roman and babyface Rock going into this year's WrestleMania. I also don't think, with all the hand gestures people are making out of nothing, I don't know why everybody wants Roman to turn on the Rock, Rock to turn on Roman, betray Roman, be in the Bloodline for about a month and a half, help Cody win the championship as if this is one big fucking cover-up, and then go and start a feud with Roman Reigns there. Why are you going to start a feud with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? Who knows when The Rock is going to be back on television? If The Rock is here for the long haul, great. If he's going to build to this, he should be here regularly or semi-regularly. But why would you take him out of the Bloodline so soon when the money is in him being in the Bloodline and then developing a story with him in the Bloodline only to break them away and then tell the story of Roman and Rock leading into next year's WrestleMania? There's a lot of mileage that they could get out of Roman and Rock being paired on television. There's a lot of money in that. Why are you just going to blow it and give it all away because it's a cover-up? And fans want to book some fantasy cover-up here where Rock turns on Roman and helps Cody win the championship. That doesn't make it any more logical. That doesn't make it make any more sense. It doesn't. What about the Triple H aspect? What about the power struggle? There's just too much there to be giving away because you want Rock to turn on Roman and help Cody. I don't see it. I think that's the worst direction, honestly. Then why does he have Seth Rollins befriending him? Why does he have Rollins as a backup? I don't know. Again, time will tell. I'm here for it. I love the unpredictability. I just want fucking some explanation along the way. That's all I'm asking for. Thank you guys very much for all your support. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, turn on the bell for notifications. We'll have more extra tomorrow as well. We got a big story on Impact TNA. Scott D'Amore fired. A letter from the roster begging Anthem Sports to bring back Scott D'Amore. Who's the new head of creative? We'll go over all that tomorrow right here on Off the Script. Hit that subscribe button down below, turn on the bell for notifications, and go check out all the other content on the channel. There is plenty of it. Until tomorrow, guys, enjoy your Saturdays, and I'll be right back here with more news on Off the Script. I'll see you guys later.